Cue the fireworks. If you want uncertainty in the market, just go ask Jerome, because I don't think him and his 400 PhDs have any clue what they're doing. Yes, that article and a few other articles on housing. Where did the interest rates go? Next on Real Estate Daily. Welcome, everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage markets. Guys, before we jump into it, do me a favor, hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. We want to grow this channel. I'm going to give you the best 5 to 10 minutes in real estate, housing, and the interest rates every single day, Monday through Friday. Now, let's jump right into it. Big news today. What did the Fed do? Did they raise rates, which going into this week, they thought they were going to be 25 basis points, but they said, no, let's go slam on the brakes because the numbers are really cracking hard and we're really seeing several different sectors really get slammed. Commercial real estate is just awful at this point. Absolutely awful. What we're seeing other sectors having issues, unemployment's going up. You know, we're just seeing a lot going on. So the Fed says they're holding off rate hike, but says 2 more are coming later this year. What, he's got a crystal ball? I don't get it. I don't get what Fed Chairman Powell has to say. I just don't get it. He's specifically trying to ruin what is going on in our economy and what is going on in our country. Because anybody that's going to already predict 2 more rate hikes, why don't you just do it now? Let's get it over with. Every single citizen of the United States would say the exact same thing. Even the blue team in White House would say, let's get it over. Election year's coming up. Why are you making the markets uncertain? You're doing this for what reason? There's some shadow reason we don't know. And a lot of people in media, a lot of people out there are pissed off at what he has to say because he has no direction for this market. You cannot get a crystal ball and make decisions that way. All right, let's jump to the next one. Housing and why economists say it's near certainty that housing inflation will fall soon. All right, guys, they're trying to say, okay, the housing of the inflation print of the CPI, the number one factor is housing. But the problem we've always had, it's the most manipulated part of the CPI. Why? Because they're not looking at factual numbers. They're doing surveys. It's so dumb. How do you do surveys? Why can't you look at NAR, National Association of Realtors? You see whether housing prices or values go up. You can go to several different other apartment and condo rental places, sites, and you could take a mixture of those and see where it's going. But instead, let's go and have a survey. Well, survey says the city of Los Angeles is not being able to raise rents in 4 years. So those rates have all been steady for 4 years. What other cities have done that? San Francisco, Chicago. Oh, wow. There is a dozen or more cities, major cities, where the populations have had frozen rents. Now, why do they freeze rents? Well, because they're saying we're in a pandemic, okay? We're still in the pandemic, right? In other words, it's saying, I want votes, and this is the way I get it, by freezing people's rents. Well, unfortunately, it's all going to come to an end. There's a lot of lawsuits out there that's going on, and it's just hurting the population. Again, as I said yesterday, where is affordable housing? Instead of keeping people poor and impoverished, why aren't you subsidizing some of their wealth or get them into wealth by subsidizing housing, meaning they can buy a house, the government brings up bonds, puts 20% down for them and gets them out of poverty. This is an impoverished state. There is no question about it. This is how you keep people in votes. All right. Mortgage demand rises but remains well below last year's level. All right. So we're still seeing people out there and they're still applying for mortgages. That is very cool. We're seeing that. The sidelines, there's tons of buyers. They're waiting for the Fed to actually pivot or at least show some forward guidance that there isn't going to be this continual hammering upon our economy. But like I said at the very beginning, you still see the same crap coming out of the Fed. Uncertainty. They were certain in 2021 that inflation was transitory. And then in 2022, they were certain that they want to destroy the economy. And now in 2023, when they should be pivoting because there are so many cracks, what are they doing? Uncertainty. So again, them, Fed Chairman Powell and all the other Fed chairmen and all the people behind them with all their PhDs are clueless, and they continue to be clueless. All right, let's jump to the rates. All right, so we're seeing, again, a bump up in rates, something I was not hoping to see. But this is what happens with uncertainty. We have this volatility in rates. The conforming went up 0.01. We're seeing FHA up 0.02, which is not very much, but again, jumbo. What is up with jumbo? Again, I cannot reiterate how important it is to get with the right mortgage lender, because a lot of loans here in California are jumbo loans, and you see if you absolutely lock in on the wrong date, you can get on the wrong side and have a big rate increase. The volatility on jumbo loans is so significant. Yesterday, it was down. The last 2 days, it was down 0.5 point. Now it's up 0.2 points. Wow, craziness. Make sure you're at the right person. The right lender and mortgage professional, right? Don't get with the guy that's fly by night, Johnny come lately. He's flipping burgers, stocking shelves, and on the side, he's doing mortgages. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow, and we're going to see another big aftermath of what the Fed decisions are.